Alright, it's been over a month since the last Woodpecker video, so I feel safe enough uploading this one. I actually recorded 3 or 4 different Woodpecker teams within the space of, 2 days I think it was. But I decided to keep the other runs in the back pocket, and now we're going to revisit one of them. This is double Woodpecker with Pelican. So the concept is to have 2 Woodpeckers sniping the same 2 hurt pets on my team, and then the Pelican is going to remove one of the Woodpeckers so that all of the hits contact the hurt pets rather than wasting some of them on the other Woodpecker. So not the most complicated idea, but I'm not really sure if I've seen anyone do it. Obviously, Pelican and Woodpecker are both extremely powerful customs, like linchpin units. And so playing the 2 of them together, it doesn't necessarily make this one of the most difficult builds to go for. But at the same time, it can be disrupted by a fair few things. So I think we're going to see both the pros and cons of this team throughout this run. And we will have some extra clips at the end of some of the other Woodpecker variations I was going for. Here we've just got the incredibly powerful Cappy stack, plus Lobster as well. In fact, we actually end up getting another Cappy. Maybe I could have just sold the Platypus there as well, I don't know. Sometimes it's like basically just a sideways move, taking Capybara over Lobster, but of course it does have the higher stats having been boosted by the other Cappies. Now I also haven't taken a level up here. I guess that's just because I want to stack the Capybaras as much as possible. But I am rolling for one of the tier 4 hurt pets. So if I do get that, then I guess I'll take it now. Although we're not going to get it, I don't think. No. You might have noticed Takin was in the shop there. That was in the other Woodpecker video, which I'll link in the description. But then luckily here we get both Woodpecker and Blowfish on the last roll. So we can sell absolutely everything. And then bring in the Woodpecker Blowfish for the 2 squad. Now this is actually a pretty decent 2 squad for turn 8. Can't remember if we're going to be able to win here though. Double Nyala, probably not. Now they almost missed out on the Nyala trumpets there, in which case we could have won, but no, it's going to be a draw. Which is fine, when you're playing a 2 squad, getting a draw is amazing. Now there is Geometric Tortoise there as well, but I think I wanted to have double Blowfish, double Woodpecker, nice, not symmetrical as such, but the 2 doubles. Here's Not to Game Devlog, looks like another tempo pack here. This was obviously recorded a while ago, so it's before the most recent update. I don't know if there's anything in that update that would have affected this particular team. You can definitely still play it. Okay, we get Flamingo. Not sure if I'm going to take that and just hope for a pill. Okay, looks like I'm just going to sell it. Because Woodpecker and Pelican are so good, and Blowfish as well, I guess, it was obviously not that difficult to get to a position where I could win this run. As you can see here, I'm just greeding to the absolute max because I don't really feel under any kind of threat. As long as I get the right pieces, we're going to be able to assemble this team and have a pretty solid chance. Now here's a level 3 Chimera on turn 10. So we're not going to beat that. Yeah, they've had a bit of good Cyclops luck there. But now we can go for the Flounder level up, I guess. Yeah, just take the level up on the Blowfish and the Woodpecker. We don't need a higher level Pelican. The Pelican's only job is to remove the middle Woodpecker. Yeah, so here we can either play the 2 Woodpeckers separately or combine them. It looks like I'm just going to combine them. Probably makes more sense in order to preserve lives. Should be okay here. Yeah, level 2 Blowfish is a huge upgrade. You know, doing 6 damage per time you've been hurt, it's kind of ridiculous. Although here I miss out on a Platypus buy cell. Yeah, we need this strawberry as well. We need to find another woodpecker, put the strawberry on it. We're going to preemptively take the churros on the Pelican. Okay, yeah, I guess we can do this as well. We can put the strawberry on this woodpecker and then find a second one. That frees the shop up. And Albatross is going to go eventually. I'm just playing it here for survivability. Although I'm not sure it's going to help us here. Okay, maybe we are going to be fine. Yeah, the mana is going to get a bit wasted by the Caladrius. There's the second Blowfish. It doesn't really matter too much for the sake of the combo to have a higher level Woodpecker as well. We should be doing more than enough damage against the majority of teams. However, here we get matched with Metis on turn 13 with an absolutely ridiculous squad, and the Telltale old mouse toy kind of gives away why this team is so massive. Very few people play old mouse, so I don't mind too much there losing that particular round. So here we go, we get the second Woodpecker. Now we can see the combo in action. So the level 2 will get removed, and then both of the other Woodpeckers will snipe the Blowfish. And here, although we kind of got disrupted, actually there's Old Mouse again. 2 in a row, that's so unlikely. But yeah, you can see we basically just removed their whole squad, even though our team also got disrupted. Now this one, there's a 5982 Behemoth. We should be expecting to delete everything, yes, but do we have enough to beat this Behemoth? There is going to be a snipe from the Salmon, and it's a draw. A level up on Woodpecker, perfect, that's a massive damage boost. Maybe it would be better to have double pita bread instead of pineapple. And another jump team, it's actually the same person, I think. Quite a few people now, although this is a month old, are playing these teams with the giant otter plus a bunch of jump pets. It's very, very difficult for mechanical teams to do anything against that. Generally because you're not able to take strong defensive equipment and everything. Here's back in with the level 3 rat. Donkey pulls the Pelican to the front. It does look a bit strange seeing a dirty rat getting knocked out and not spawning a rat on the other side, but of course that is exactly what's supposed to happen. Now there I did forget to buy cashew nut. That was supposed to go onto the other Woodpecker so it could hit the Blowfish another time. But then on turn 18 here we get matched with Triple D, and it's a massive scaling squad. Another Flying Squirrel squad. In fact, that's 3 different Old Mouse teams by different people. I'm sure of it. So what was going on that particular day, I do not know. Maybe there was Old Mouse in the weekly or something. But anyway, we move on to another run in the same vein. I think this one is one where I don't end up finding the second Woodpecker. And look at the damage output, it's just so ridiculous. Woodpecker is just one of those units that I feel like it flies under the radar for how OP it is. You know, if you think about some of the most powerful pets in the game, they're the ones that make other abilities go multiple times. So Parrot, Tiger, I guess Puma to some degree, but not this. It's not the same repeating a toy. But Woodpecker being able to make hurt abilities go multiple times, it's just so good. And actually, I guess the last update buffed Woodpecker as well, so this was probably a worse version of Woodpecker than the current one, because it now only does 1 damage to teammates. Are we going to be able to survive here against this Red Dragon team? Yep. Only just. So I think now I'm just really looking for Well, we need the strawberry there, which I didn't take for some reason. I guess I've got the strawberry on the albatross already, so maybe I'm going to play one woodpecker with albatross in between the two blowfish. It's just a slight variation that doesn't require you to have two woodpeckers, so I guess it's easier to set up. But then here's Meris again with another massive team, and they get completely wiped by the blowfish damage output. So yeah, very, very strong build. And here we go, we get the Pelican, although we don't have the churros yet, so I guess I'm looking to throw here. I don't know why, because we could just play without the churros and hope that it works. But I guess I really just wanted to see everything basically going off in the guaranteed correct order. I think we were going to lose against this anyway. Or maybe draw, because there's going to be so much in terms of the mana snipes. Yep. So now we get the churros, rearrange a bit. Albatross in the middle. I've done this before in other builds. I think it was with Wharf last time. And it is really effective, you know, being able to have the... Actually, I guess the Pelican has lower attack than the Woodpecker, so it wouldn't have worked. That's why we rearranged in the last shop phase. And then it's a scaling team with Dragon plus Bird of Paradise overkill. And luckily we're going to win. Even with that strong sniping build, we still only just scraped the win there against the scaling spam. Then a few more clips from other runs. Here's Fanboy Ochi getting demolished. I will say their team was much more creative than mine. And again, I really like the idea of Mushroom on Taki. There have been a few fun teams out there with Taki involved. Definitely one of my favourite units from Danger. And then this one, again on 9 wins. It's Snipe Team versus Snipe Team. But they have the honey, and so we lose again. Based on my current form, 1 win out of 3 isn't too bad.